Oh, this is a heartbreaking news indeed. Heartbreaking news indeed. Two Americans were gunned down in Haiti. And for those of you who don't know, born and raised in Haiti myself. Came when I was about the age of 13. I've never gone back. Now, not because I love my country. It's just I had no reason to go back. Period. Okay. And I would say, if I didn't go back when things were decent, now is definitely not the time to go. But the sad reality is that these were American missionaries, and I've heard about the situation from my dad, and I went and looked into it. This was like a big accident. It was like not even supposed to happen, and the way it happened, it's heartbreaking. I'm gonna give you some background story about this. Anyway, let's take a listen.
Heartbreaking news out of Haiti. American missionaries, Davy Lloyd and his wife Natalie, daughter of Missouri State Representative Ben Baker, brutally murdered by gangs near the nation's capital, along with their group's Haitian director, Jude Montes.
Representative Baker expressing his grief on social media, writing, quote, "My heart is broken in 1,000 pieces. I've never felt this kind of pain."
Jack Brewer has been rescuing people trapped in Haiti for months, and he joins us now.
Wow.
Jack, you have so much experience. You have so much you've done, actually, in Haiti. I got to tell you, before we came on here, I said to Joey, this seems like honestly, the scariest and dangerous place on earth, a total dystopian breakdown of civilization.
You are 100% accurate. It's unimaginable. The things that I've seen in Haiti, the things that the folks that we've helped rescue have been through, and the stories that I hear about every day, they're inhuman. I mean, to think that people are getting burnt alive. I mean,
Wow.
my heart goes out to this senator and his whole family, because I know what he's going through. The missionaries there are targeted, and these people don't just kill you; they do it brutally. And so it's so sad to think that this country is 90 minutes from our border, man, and we can't even have missionaries, people that are going out serving the Lord, to go to that country and be protected. We must do something about this. I mean, it's getting so bad.
Jack, when I heard about this tragic story, and boy, is it tragic, I was actually kind of surprised that there were missionaries there. I'm surprised that there are still Americans there. Can you tell us anything about that? How many Americans do we know are there? And are they there voluntarily, or are there also Americans there that can't get out?
There's both. The majority of the Americans there, some of them have family in Haiti. Many of them have orphanages and different, organizations there on the ground. We rescued at least over 200 Americans ourselves, and about 350 more from different countries. So, people are still there. We get calls all the time, still to move and transport people. The vast majority are out, but there are still some there. And you have to remember, some areas have been safe through this crisis, now are being taken over by gangs, and people are being targeted. And so the conditions are always changing on the ground.
Jack, I want to ask you about how the Biden administration is responding. We saw, and I imagine you saw the press conference with the president of Kenya, and President Biden was asked, or actually it might have been the president of Kenya, I can't remember now, but they were asked, this is more than 1,000 miles from your border, and it's in America's backyard. Why is it that America isn't the one leading the charge there? And President Biden's answer was interesting to me. He said that he felt, essentially what he said, to paraphrase, he felt that American, military or National Guard or any type of involvement there would basically make our enemies mad and say that we're trying to expand into another region of the world. I kind of find that laughable, considering when his predecessor, President Obama, had to eat crow about ISIS, which was doing similar tactics. He eventually sent troops because it became our responsibility. Do you think America is taking the right stance here?
I don't. I can tell you about 2 weeks ago, America went into Haiti and started putting up barracks to prepare for these Kenyans and others. And that was the most peaceful that Haiti has been. When the United States of America starts landing their planes on the soil in Haiti, these gangs get scared. They shut down. They realize what's happening. And so for us to turn our backs, remember, we are the one getting the surge of migrants at our border. We are the one taking on this issue. This issue hits us each and every day. We have family of Haitian Americans live here in the United States and not in Kenya. And so we got to do something. I think the way that Biden has done this is cowardly, to be honest with you.
Well, Jack, thanks for being with us this morning. Sad story. We appreciate your perspective.
Yeah, so that's part of the story, right? This is the part that they did a decent average with the information that they have. But I'll tell you what, it's a little bit more complicated than that, right? Gangs in Haiti, they don't target Americans. They actually will do more harms to their own people than they will ever do to an American. If they know you're an American, right, they don't go out and do stuff like this. What happened in that story, from speaking to my own dad, my father, who pays close attention and have really information on with people on the ground. I wish I could bring him to the channel where he could speak about some of this stuff. But anyway, he speaks primarily French Creole, so I would have to translate for him. But what he was sharing with me is that, okay, think about it from this perspective. There was Group A, Gang A, and Gang B, and Gang C, right? We're talking about over 300 different gangs in Haiti, right? So those Americans were actually in their home, the place where they were at. Gang A came and robbed them. When they came, they're not coming to kill, they're coming to actually rob. So they robbed them of a number of things. However, they've had relationship with some of the people in the gang to get protection. That's actually a very common thing. So the gang, if they know you're an American, you can pay them a certain amount of money and they will actually protect you from other gangsters. So there was supposed to be a deal where they could actually get protection from Gang B, right? So Gang B didn't show up yet. Gang A came and robbed them. They're not in a relationship. However, Gang B didn't show up. Gang B sent Gang C. So how we understand, there's three different gangs. One did the robbing. Gang B was supposed to be doing the protection, did not do the protection, but sent Gang C to do protection. So they paid another gang to come and protect them. So after they were robbed by Gang A, Gang B paid Gang C to protect them. The Americans were not informed. They didn't know. So when they got robbed and they saw another group of people coming, their perspective is, if we just got robbed, okay, the husband was like, if we just got robbed, why are they coming back? The only thing they're going to come back to do is to kill us, right? That was his thought. And he actually went and got a weapon and he started shooting at the gang. But what he didn't realize, Gang C was sent by Gang B to protect them. So by them taking on arms and weapons to shoot at the gangsters fired back. That's how they lost their lives. That's the real story. So I'm not trying to be an apologetics for gangsters. These guys are criminals, okay? The stuff that I've heard, there's videos that comes on my WhatsApp, I can't watch it. And I'll tell you another thing that's also true, a lot of Haitians are weeping and crying for what happened here. Because Haitians love Americans. They really do. They don't love the government of Americans, but if you deal with the average American on the ground, listen, we love Americans. We don't have an issue with the people. So that's really what happened. So it was that they weren't informed that Gang C was being sent by Gang B to protect them. And they thought Gang C was still Gang A that robbed them at first, is coming back to finish them off. And as a result of that, they begin to defend themselves. And the husband went and got his weapon and actually shot one of the members of Gang C, which was actually their protector. And they shot back. And these guys have serious, massive weapons. And a lot more could be said about this because these guys have the kind of guns that you like. This is kind of war type of guerrilla warfare type of weapons. Where did you get that from? You can't even buy food. Like you're wearing slippers and little sandals in your feet. Some of you have no underwears to put on, but you got bazookas. Like you got sniper rifles. Like why? Because it goes back to the rich, right? It goes back to those in power and also those who just want to control the money behind the scenes. And a lot of these weapons are coming through the border, American border, and also Dominican Republic as well. And they're making into the hands of the gangsters. And now they're going to bring about destruction in their city. So I wouldn't recommend anybody to go down Haiti right now. I take it from a Haitian, unless God has sent you to do a work for him. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend that because it's a suicidal ideation at the moment to go down there, whether you're a Haitian or an American. Okay. Whether you are a Haitian or an American, this is not a good time to go down to Haiti and try to appeal to Haitians. This is not a good time. This is not to say you should neglect the people. You just gotta be intentional about what you're doing. You have to understand how the country is operating. The gangsters are everywhere. The cops are outnumbered. I mean, the kind of crimes they're committing, they didn't tell you. This is only part of the story. Like there's like cannibalism, beheading people, and they're using the head to play soccer. The stuff these men are doing is like it's so evil. Like when the videos come to me, my dad tends to get these videos from all over the place from people in Haiti because he's got connection. People are sending him videos. And they have these gangsters have WhatsApp groups, so they like to record everything that they're doing, and they like to spread it. And when this stuff come, I said, Dad, please stop sending me this stuff. I don't want to see it. So I think eventually he stopped sending them to me because I'm like, yo, I don't want to see another person's head. I don't want to see like another inside of somebody. Like this is crazy. Like I don't want to see that. So that's the kind of stuff they do, but they do it to gangsters. They do it to their own people. They will kidnap their own people and then ask for millions of dollars. And if you don't have it, you get their body parts in a bag. Like this is kind of stuff they do. They are out of control crazy. So should there be another intervention? An American intervention? I mean, at the level of the violence that we are at right now, I would say yes. Because these gangsters, they may be doing what they're doing, but once Americans step on the ground, they will actually give up their weapons. They're not ready to fight war with Americans. They don't want that. And that is something that needs to be done because the Haitian government can't do it. The president himself is in hiding. I think he's in Puerto Rico right now. So he can't come back to the White House. So there's no election. So there's nobody running the country. So it's like gangsters are running the country. Whoever has the most power, most money is dominating particular parts of the country. It's like the Roman Empire kind of thing, right? They are being overwhelmed by the barbarian hordes. They're being fragmented. In a sense, the country is fragmented in so many different parts and different people with different power. The more weapons you have, the more power you have, the more people you have behind you, you're controlling. So it's becoming a people group style of thing. It's not necessarily there's no person in power. At the condition where this thing is right now, an intervention is significant. What's happening with Nigerian? I mean, there's like other intervention happening, but it's a joke. It's a joke. Nobody takes them seriously. So you kind of have to go there with the perspective of really put everything back in order, have an election, and Americans have to stay out of Haiti politics. It's one thing you intervene, you provide protection and so on, security, but they have to stay out of their politics. They have to let the people find ways to govern themselves and create possibilities for the people to just prosper. But unfortunately, it's easier said than done. So there's a lot happening behind the scene than what you understand. Is a lot of it is not just Haitian that are acting crazy. There's like other countries like Canada and France and the United States. They are involved in what's happening in Haiti, and they have their hands in the pot, and they're making matters even more complicated. And that's why you see these people acting wild the way that they are, and they completely lost their minds. And I would say, listen, if you're an American and you love Haitians, the best thing you can do right now is to pray for them and support family members financially, and also to advocate for them, to speak about the situation, bring attention to it. But going there in Haiti to visit and yada yada yada, unless the Lord has really called you to do something like this, which God sometimes does call you to go out there and make a difference, to minister to somebody. Unless the Lord has done that, and you have a dream and a vision from the Lord to do such a thing, I will say you need to lay low. You need to lay low. And again, to this family who have lost their lives and it's a terrible thing, and I'm really hoping God will use that as a mean to bring about a difference. I don't have my hope in Biden. I think if Trump was in the presidency, something would have been done by now. He would not have actually allowed this to go on for so long. He would have addressed that situation. And unfortunately, we have a weak president in office right now. He is not going to do anything. Like, we don't expect him to, you know. And the Haitian problems right now, what's going on in Haiti, is something that, unfortunately, America doesn't see it as anything of great interest. They don't see what they can get out of it. And I think that's why they don't do anything. So if things are happening in Israel, look how much they intervene, right? Things are happening in different parts of the country, they just get in and get involved. Things are happening in Haiti, right there in the back door. They're like, it's none of our business, you know? So, well, because there's probably not much for them to gain from it. So that's why. And again, that's my critique. You can have your own. So I just wanted to share that side of the story to tell you there was much more to the story. Actually, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. It happened because of how complicated the situation was, and misinformation, miscommunication, I should say. I don't like to use the word misinformation. So things weren't communicated correctly. This was the reason why this happened. So anyway, share your thought and perspective with me. I want to hear from you. Link in the description below. Like and subscribe to the page. Pray for the family. Support them as much as possible. And pray for Haiti that something might be done. Like, this situation is terrible. I'm telling you. You've never seen nothing like this. Okay, you've never seen the stuff that I hear, the story that I hear, the videos that I'm seeing. I'm like, Lord, have mercy. You better praise the Lord that you are in the United States of America. Praise the Lord for that. I'm telling you. All right, have a good one. Bye.